Hey guys, Mac Dabber here. Today we're going to go over the blue zone. We're going to talk about the damage of the blue zone. We're going to talk about the times of the blue zone and the general mechanics. So let me start off by giving you a quick overview of how the zone works. Basically, you're going to have two zones in every stage. So stage one, or as I've titled in the top right hand corner, zone one, is going to consist of two areas. Inside of the white circle is the play zone or the play area. Outside of the white circle is the blue zone. And what this does is it tries to funnel all the players into the white zone and basically keeps the game going so that people are not like scattered all over the place, and it would just make the game not last very long, or last too long, I should say. My bad. It will make the game last a lot longer. So the incentive to get in the white zone is that you're not going to be penalized. The penalty for being in the blue zone is HP hits. So you're going to consistently keep getting damaged when you're in the blue zone, and eventually you're not going to be able to heal out of that. And we're going to go over what stages you can heal through and what stages is going to be kind of difficult to heal through, and then basically impossible to heal through. So zone one is a pretty big area. This is just a small screenshot. Um, each square is about a kilometer, so this is the biggest play zone available. The length of the zone is going to be 5 minutes long, which means that the blue zone does not enclose on itself, and there's also no penalties for being in the blue zone or the white zone. After that 5 minutes is up, what's going to happen is going to be a sound notification and a physical notification on your screen that the blue zone is closing. And that process takes 4 minutes long to close. And when I say close, that means the you'll see blue lines on your map, and it consistently keeps shrinking in towards the white circle, and finally matches up with the white circle and effectively ends zone one. And then what happens is the play zone will get smaller, and a new blue zone will appear, and rinse and repeat, forcing everybody into a smaller and smaller play area until there's only one winner. Or in duos and squads, there's a team winners. In stage one or zone one, you can definitely heal through the blue zone. It's about 1 HP tick every 2 to 3 seconds. You could basically have 20 or so odd bandages and heal through it. It's not going to be that big of a deal. It's going to put a little bit of stress on you if you still got to loot, and depending on where the next zone is, it might stress you out if you don't have a car, because now you got to run all the way to the play zone and heal yourself. But it's the most reasonable zone to heal yourself in when you're taking damage from the blue. All right, here we have a picture of zone 2 and how it shrinks down. This is a different area of the map, but it's the same area, like play area. So the dash blue line here was zone 1. Now it's the blue zone, and the play zone has shrunk down to the white. So zone 2 is the white circle, and the dash line is now the blue zone. If you see, I'm in Whale Town right now. I'm not getting hurt by the blue zone because I'm inside the blue zone, and because this zone 2 just started. I have 3 minutes long to basically mess around. If I go outside of this blue dotted dash line, like if I go up to Titletown, or if I go past south of Scrapyard, I'm gonna get that 1 HP tick every 2 to 3 seconds. So zone 2 is 3 minutes long, and it's going to take 2 minutes for this circle to close in on itself. Now, when Zone 2 closes in on itself, it's going to be still 1 HP tick, but it's going to increase in frequency. So it's going to go from, you know, 2, 3, 4 seconds, somewhere around there, to about 1 second. 1 HP every second or two. So it's the same damage hit, but it increases in frequency. Okay, Zone 3 was a cropped photo of Zone 2. I tried my best in the same match to get consistent zone size, but I wasn't really successful. And this is like an example of what Zone 3 would look like with the previous map, with the Zone 2 map that you just saw. Note our biggest thing to notice here is that we're about we'll just say 2 kilometers square area. Very, very small. This zone takes 2 minutes long, and it takes 1 minute and 30 seconds to close. When you hit Zone 3, this is basically sped up tremendously. The game is now pretty quick pace. 1 minute 30 seconds is a long time in a first-person shooter. You got the adrenaline going, you got a lot of other factors going, but it's still like really short compared to the other zones. At this point, if you're trying to what people would call tank the blue zone, so if I were to go to the farmhouse down here in the right-hand block, I'm outside of the blue zone. I'm gonna get that HP damage tick. I'm gonna need med kits at this point to survive. How many med kits I need is I didn't do the data research on that, but no longer will bandages are not going to be significant enough of a plus HP to counteract the hits that you're taking. You need to have med kits in order to do that. So you need to be healing yourself 50 HP per hit. Okay. Zone 4, we have the dash blue line here, which was previously Zone 3, is now the blue for Zone 4, and the white circle is Zone 4. Again, significantly small, about 3/4 of a kilometer, and that's rounding up. That's being generous. You can basically shoot someone like 2 to 3 kilometers out with snipers. At this point, submachine guns can start being played, but I think most people are gonna find that they're gonna run into snipers and AR still, because those are the most accurate at what this would be considered medium range. The zone is 2 minutes long, and it takes less than a minute to close. It takes 50 seconds to close. So at this point, they're really forcing you to play the game. If you were to stand outside of the blue dash line right now, you would need, in my rough estimate, you would need 15 to 20 med kits. Or first aids, sorry. 15 to 20 first aids. And it'd be very hard for you to spend that 5 seconds to use your first aid and continue playing. At this point, it's just not reasonable to be outside of the blue line. It's not reasonable at all. If you had some med kits that heal you to 100%, I mean, it's going to be doable, but you're going to have to strategically play it. So, 2 minutes long, 50 seconds to close. Zone 5, again, shortened it down even more. Now it's less than 1/4 of a kilometer. That cross symbol is where I died on the map. Got in a gunfight as soon as I entered the blue zone, and I freaking died. So I didn't personally make it to the last zone, which there's 7 zones total. But Zone 5, 1 minute 30 seconds long, 40 seconds to close. Zone 6, a minute and 30 seconds long, 40 seconds to close. And the red mark is the estimated size for the final zone. The zone 7 is the final zone. After the initial 30 seconds to close the timer, the final timer is 2 minutes long. So what I'm saying there is zone 7 is the final zone. So technically this would be a zone 8, but we consider it zone 7 because there's no gameplay after this. So what happens here is zone 7, a minute long. After a minute long, it takes 30 seconds for the dashed blue line to go to the solid white line. And after that is when we get into the next, and after that is when we get into this final timer, 2 minutes. So the zone will automatically, for zone 8, be that red circle. And you have 2 minutes to get in there. You have 2 minutes left. After the 2 minutes is up, the circle basically encloses in on itself, and whoever survived wins the game. You can out heal it, like if you can time a med kit in order to have an RNG chance at outliving your opponent. Because at this point there shouldn't be more than 2 people. It's just not reasonable for there to be more than 2 people in a solo match unless there's collusion involved. And basically you would be at full health for a split second while that person died, and you'd be declared the winner. That's how you would win at that point in time. Sometimes this red circle on zone 7, zone 8, whichever you want to call it, whichever's easier for you, zone 8, sometimes it will end up on a house, and some person is trapped outside and you're trapped inside, and nobody can attack each other. And that's when that 2 minutes, after that 2 minutes, the circle just disappears, and whoever lasts through the blue. So you'll only be able to get 1 med kit off, and that's if you were to time it. So let's say the 2 minutes is counting down, and it reaches 7 seconds. So at 6 seconds, you start hitting the med kit, and by the time 6 seconds is up, the circle's enclosed, you're taking extreme amounts of damage, but you've already started your med kit, you healed the fool, your opponent died because he didn't do that, and you win the game. So I'm going to go over the slides one more time. Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3, Zone 4, Zone 5, Zone 6, Zone 7, and the final zone. Alright guys, that's the end of the video. Thanks for tuning in. You can check me out at twitch.tv/MacDabber. I'll be playing out on throughout the weekends, probably playing some other games, doing some reviews. I'm going to be making more videos for Ring of Elysium. One of my next projects to work on is to categorize and show you all the guns, and we'll kind of go over how the damage works. I'm going to make a scope video soon, show you the new scopes for patch 2561. It's going to be fun. So I'll see you guys out in the field. Appreciate you stopping by. GG. Later, guys.